Here we are back with right after another one back to back. We should try doing that full screen. Want to try it again? See out my nose. It's gross. Hey, what would happen if I had a theme song? This is Dizzor We're back, and we're hitting Sunday recap number 2 right off the bat, and so I can have something just to schedule and put up. It is really late. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Anyway, we're coming up next. It's the Bengals versus the Eagles, and the football team versus the Browns, and we had the Bengals picked in to fit within that 6.5-point spread of the Eagles. The Eagles haven't been looking so hot. That seemed a bit stout, and we got a tie. In we go. How did the Bengals survive? How did Joe Burrow do? That's kind of what we all want to see. That's what everybody's interested in. That 312 2 yards. That it's going to be all right, I think. No scoring in the first quarter. Came out nothing to nothing, and it's just field goal, field goal, field goal. If you'd like to see a field goal prize wheel, please leave a comment below. Every time the Bengals score a touchdown and as T. Higgins, that's a 1-yard pass, we get to spin that touchdown prize wheel since they were the pick in our pick'em league. If you'd like to join and compete, that link is down below. You can sign up. It's on ESPN. Just swing on over and dominate the stat nerd. We're popping it off as best as we can. I haven't really been in the football realm while I've been doing football packs, and that's just kind of how that goes. And we just pulled a DN out of our Series 6 pack. What we're doing is we're trying to go back, and we love this game, so we're trying to keep track of all these base level players. We're trying to build a spreadsheet. Spreadsheets are fantastic. But what's even more fantastic than spreadsheets is something that's readable for like people that don't like spreadsheets. And so we're going to roll this into a Tableau viz to help people build their teams, keep track of their cards maybe, and just it's cool data stuff. Anyway, moving on. Series 6 is this is our last round here. It's at level 29, so we might be running out of those real quick, and then we'll be on to Series 7, and all those guys will get in the roster again. They'll be taking over. Greg Ward scored a 29-yard pass from Carson Wentz to end the second quarter, and that took us in. Philadelphia up 13-10. They had an extra field goal and started the third quarter scoring with another one. That was answered by a T. Higgins 4-yard pass from Joe Burrow, and that took the Bengals up 17-6, and worth one more fantastic dopamine rush from almost the end of Series 5 player. And we're going to jump back into those Series packs, and we're going to pick up a Series 5 player for 25 cold hard cash. While he is definitely not going to make our roster this late in the Series 6 run, especially now that we're pulling lots of card packs. That was a little lagging in the early episodes. Really, he's not going to make the plane. Why do we open this? It brings us closer to getting those faux ultimates, which are definitely good additions, kind of early game. And pan out is pretty nice additions on most of the events. And events are, it's a card collecting game. The events get you more cards. I need my cards. Give me my cards. I gotta get them cards. Yeah, I gotta get them cards. Anyway, the next scoring was a couple of Bengals field goals, putting up 23-6, and Carson Wentz scored a touchdown at the end of the regulation with the extra point, and that took us in the overtime, 23-23, and then they didn't score. They didn't score. And that tie is going to definitely come into those draft picks. Whoever's fighting over, those early round draft picks, those ties are going to come into play. At the end of the day, the Bengals did cover that spread, and that gets us a big spin of the pick 'em prize wheel of winning things, because our team won, and that's going to be worth a Series 3 player today. How is a Series 3 player such a grand prize that it's worth winning? We don't have a kicker. And so it's like any draw into any pack right now is potentially worth a kicker. That is a disappointing prize for the win. Ouch. But nonetheless, we don't have anything interesting this week with no limited edition cards. We're hoping to get some moments on there this scene soon, but I just got to have some time to get back and work on all of that magic prep and waiting stuff behind the scenes that makes the prize wheels and patch in the moments based on sort of what we have and what we're after. That's kind of what it's all about. We got a team we're after, and we got the cards we got, and you got to kind of blend the two strategies to get to where you're going. Next game on our docket this evening is going to be the Washington football team at the Cleveland Browns. I picked the Washington football team to cover that spread. I'm kind of thinking the Browns offense might start to be clicking. Just Washington's kind of been a weird... They kind of held their own at Arizona after beating up on Philadelphia, but hey, everybody's beating up on Philadelphia. That just, everybody's beating up on the Eagles this season. That ain't a thing. So here we are. It's Washington was our pick. They started the scoring. We're getting bumped around here. That's the weird widgets of just ESPN. Dontrell Inman had a 17-yard pass from Dwayne Haskins Jr. to open up our scoring, and that is not the right wheel. We'll pretend that didn't happen. Just thought nothing. It's still a Series 5 player. How about that? It was determined to hit that pack. We're going to go ahead and open one of those up, and it's a Cam Newton Special Edition. The QB that everybody seems to get in the early going. We got to go figure out where does he reside. Speed and power. Scrolling all down, look how fast did that spreadsheet go. We got to go plug in a Cam Newton. Is he going to be on the team? I don't kind of think that we already got a Series 6 guy in there and it's been playing for this round. I know like Cam Newton's back a few levels. It's not, we're in Series 5. He's not going to make the team. But we got that special edition collected up. That's another reason to go in and dip those up. If we end up with a Cam Newton limited edition guard, hey, we got everything we need, the ultimate. Browns got going in the second quarter and quickly answered with a field goal and a pair of touchdowns, running touchdowns. That tandem, Chubb and Hunt, is chow. And that's just on top of some receiving weapons. And that took us into halftime, 17-7. Washington answered with it to open up the third quarter. An Antonio Gibson 2-yard run got us another spin of the prize wheel. Look at that. Our activity wheel just read. We just rolled over 1 a.m. in our mountain time zone. That's 12 Pacific. It's a new day. We're going to head over to the store and pick up a defensive pack for Antonio Gibson's 2-yard touchdown. How about that? Free safety blitz. How do you feel about that one, Antonio? Washington got another touchdown at the end of the fourth quarter. Dontrell Inman, 11-yard pass. That is going to be worth another spin of the prize wheel. I got a spin. It got me 12 exhibitions. Now the singing guy is going to tell me about the not being able to sing just like he did the bass slappy guy. So we got to go through and pick out 10 exhibition games. This keeps our cash reserves stocked. And going down and making sure we pick through these. And just looking for the easy ones to make sure, hey, that was not one of them. 1, 2, 3. I lost track. Is that 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? We need 2 more. We're going to call it 9 and 10. We'll come back up and peek at those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cash. That's what we're after, is all this cash. And I got my trusty little notepad over here. We'll get that into a spreadsheet later, and we will show you how this use this big RP boost during the 2-for-1 day to maximize your cash. The rest of the scoring was all Browns. A pair of touchdowns took them back into the lead, got them up 31-20, well outside of that spread, and they just wrapped it off with a Cody Parquet field goal at the end of the game, and that meant the Browns covered the spread, and we did not get a spin of the wah-wah. If you'd like to see a lose 'em wheel with some challenges and dares, please leave some suggestions below. I am definitely game for that. This has been another episode of DT Sports. Thank you. I'm Dizzor Twizzle, hammering at you with more hammy yammering and nerdy data sheets. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like.